Hi guys, it's Baby Peach, and we're back again with another episode of Higurashi. Gonna hop right in there. We were in the middle of talking with Shion. Kei-chan, don't mind me. Please eat as much dessert as you can. When you're done, we'll have you fill out a survey. Well then, I've gotta get back to the floor. After some consoling words and a sympathetic smile to Shion, the other waitresses started to head back to work. That's where I stopped her. Excuse me, could I borrow your phone? The phone? It's by the register. I'll show you where. I pulled a 10-yen coin from my wallet. This wasn't about saving face. Me being a worthless coward was an unchangeable fact, but I could just cry myself to sleep about that later tonight. Now was not the time for tears. I had a fight. If I recall, one ticket is good for up to 4 people, right? Is it alright if I call over 3 more people? Yes, that's fine. For the time being, I'll write them down on the guest list. Could I have their names? I turned around and glared at the greasy hooligan who subjected Shion to that humiliation. There are 3 things that aren't working in your favor today, punk. The first is that I owe Shion. The second is that I'm a man who's not afraid to throw away his pride to win. And the third is that we're the most powerful club members in history. Please add Reina Ryugu, Satoko Hojo, and Rika Furude to the guest list. Understood, I'll do that. I'll have the best and most powerful club members join the fray. They can bring down 1,000 foes. You fat asses, prepare to meet your maker. This is a nice restaurant. Oh, the uniforms are cute. Reina wants to wear them too. How? On top of that, we're being treated to dessert. I'm deeply moved. Yeah, eat as much as you like. Don't worry about my share. Keiji-san, enough with the charades. Let's get to the point. Reina and Rika-chan put down their forks when Satoko broached the subject. After looking at them for a few moments, I pressed my forehead firmly into the table. I beg of you, I don't care if you make fun of how pathetic I am. Please lend me your strength. The 3 of them seemed surprised by the sudden turn of events, but nevertheless listened to what I had to say without making fun of my unusual behavior. What's the matter? Something happened, didn't it? Actually, Mion's younger sister, Shion, is working part-time at this restaurant. Ah, that little sister you were talking about, right? Could it be her, could it? She resembles her. Resembles? That's just Mion with her hair down, isn't it? I don't know what to say. If Keiichi says that's Shion, then that's Shion. They might be twins, but can they really look that much alike? They're called monozygata twins. They really can look identical. Reina gave the most plausible explanation, so everybody else was convinced. Well then, do you believe me? I'll get to the point then. I recounted everything that had just happened. How Shion was targeted, how she was antagonized by the customers, and the humiliation that was forced upon her. Also how incredibly pathetic I was. I included everything without trying to hide it. That's awful. Poor Shi-chan. However, for you to be unable to help her, there should be a limit to how unsightly you can be. There's nothing I can say to that. Satoko-chan, to admit that you lost and to seek help is a very difficult thing to do. Keiichi-kun chose to help Shi-chan rather than save his pride. So pathetic. Reina's follow-up stung a bit, but I could only be thankful that she understood. Satoko was calling me all sorts of names, but there was no malign intentions behind her words. Then what should we do? Her voice was monotone, but there was a hint of resolve in her words. I replied to Rika-chan's suggestive silence in kind with my own quiet resolve. Well, I thought it would be something like that. It is a bit much for Keiichi-san to handle alone. Then you'll help me? Of course, Keiichi-kun. We'll help anybody who's being bullied. I remember when I was cornered by those thugs, what Shion had said about the strong feeling of solidarity in Hinamizawa really began to hit home. However, Keiichi Maibara, now is not the time to get choked up with tears of gratitude. Now is the time to fight. Sorry, I owe you one. You tried your best, but didn't stand a chance alone. How sad, how sad. Rika-chan gently patted my head for me. But there was no mindless pity in the palm of that hand. It was overflowing with the strong, dependable feeling of leave the rest to us. Mion can't join us due to various circumstances, so I'll temporarily be taking command. Our strategy will revolve around Shion's defense and extermination of the enemy's combat capability. Who's the enemy? Are there a lot of them? From this point forward, anybody who messes with Shion shall be considered an enemy combatant. There are no rules of engagement. Compensation will be the dessert you just ate. Any questions? Everybody had already entered club mode, their eyes peering at the riffraff clamoring around inside the restaurant like predators stalking their prey from the darkness. Rika-chan held up her hand. What is it, Rika-chan? Do we have to show mercy? Of course we don't have to. We have no need to show mercy to the rabble that would dare lay a finger on Mion's little sister. Then it's okay, Keiichi? Rika-chan was serious. She was really ready to pretty much murder someone. I'm counting on you, Rika-chan. I, Keiichi Maibara, shall assume all responsibility. Rout them. Alrighty, Reina's going to do her best too. Sorry, please do. Keiichi-san, you don't have to be so tense. Well, just wait and see. By the time you finish that parfait, we'll have finished cleaning up too. Well then, everybody, let's give it our all. Go for it. Yay! Yay! Thus, the most powerful warband the world had ever known, trained by Mion, began to move. I was the oldest, the only boy, and behaved like a leader, but when you consider our club activities, I was by far the most junior member. Individually, everybody besides me had terrifying combat abilities. If all of them combined their strengths to protect Shion, I couldn't even imagine. I was probably about to witness something terrible and awe-inspiring. So Nozaki-san, 5 deluxe parfaits for table 7. Sure thing! Shion carried the order to the tables. For Shion to carry all 5 parfaits without wobbling took so much effort that she didn't have the breathing room to pay attention for her feet. Comrades, here she comes yet again. This time, we'll have her spill everything on my pants and have her wipe you right down to the underwear. It was the same wipey scheme that had occurred just a short time earlier. This time, another one of them was trying it out for himself. The very depravity of these men was itself a full-out attack. Reina, this is Keiichi. Ambush them around tables 5 and 6. Reina, do you copy? The restaurant's uniforms, so cute. I want to take them home. Shion, her bottom swaying while carrying the parfaits, was being chased by an equally swaying Reina. She was supposed to be escorting Shion, but Reina was instead transfixed by the back of her uniform. From a normal person's point of view, it was probably like having a fox guard a hen house, but when it comes to Reina, things are different. Cute mode. 120% synchronization. We've won. When Reina's in that state, even the laws of physics don't apply. Shion's legs, unsteadily and defenselessly, were being targeted by those sleazebags. Now, my comrades, heal mine for Shining Lucifer of the Harumi Mecha. Legs synced out to trip Shion's defenseless feet. Egads, 3 of them at once. Tap, tap, tap. Ga, oof, fla. It happened in an instant. The 3 fools writhed in pain as their legs bent at unnatural angles. What is this madness? Reina teetered into view and gave them a warning. Help! No mischief, okay? No means no. No, Reina's going to be the one to take her home. This girl, what's with the strange technique? The human scum clutched at their bruised ankles as they passed out. That's our Reina-san. No matter how many times I see it, it's always frightening quick. Yeah, it's an unbreakable barrier. Anyone within a 2-meter radius who attacks Xian is completely obliterated by Reina. As Xian was making her rounds through the restaurant, there were people here and there collapsing with welts on their legs or hands. Hell, Keiichi-kun, this is Reina. There's nobody left that'll bother Shi-chan, so I'm going to take her home now. Reina, this is Keiichi. Good work. Please continue the mission. Also, permission to take home denied. I repeat, permission to take home denied. Then I'll just look. Hell, I guess just looking is fine. That wouldn't prevent her from guarding Xian, so I guess it's okay. Anyway, thanks to this, I know who had tried to mess with Xian. Anybody who was clutching at their arm or leg while they were writhing in agony was basically branded by their bruises. Currently, we have finished identifying all enemy forces, proceeding to the next phase. Satoko, this is Keiichi. What's your status? This is Satoko. That's a rude way to ask. Keiichi-san, exactly who do you think I am? Satoko was in the kitchen. She had spread open a sketch of the restaurant on the counter, replete with ordered chits and their destinations, and was now sorting through the freshly made desserts. Hey, what are you doing? Now, Sonozaki-san, it's alright, just leave it to her. More importantly, we're taking all these orders out at once, so I'm counting on you. The veteran waitress was briskly directing her juniors as the trays went out one after another. All the desserts that had passed through Satoko's hands were delivered at once. How? Lots of cute desserts are coming. How? I think you know this, but don't touch them. At least if you still value your life. I know, but how? Certainly they were all incredibly cute looking desserts. They were all works of art that you could enjoy before even taking your first bite. However, since Satoko had meddled with them, they were nothing more than an unpredictable danger. Blissfully ignorant at the fact were the men stuffing their faces. This is... Almost right away when they realized that something was wrong. Satoko, what did you mix in there? It couldn't have been salt or Tabasco, right? My, what are you saying, Keiichi-san? You said no mercy. I might not look it, but when I get down to business, I like to be very thorough. As she said that, she twirled a dubious vial in her fingers before putting it away smartly into her pouch. Rika, this is Satoko. The customers are moving. Escort duty is all yours. Leave it to me. Come to think of it, I didn't see Rika-chan anywhere. Where could she be lurking? Clatter, clatter. Several men stood up, suddenly from their seats, surveying the restaurant for something. The rest was fidgeting, and that look of relief when they found the single place card hanging from the ceiling. Written on the place cards were the word restroom. They began a mad rush in that direction. It wasn't just one or two people. All the people they were branded as the enemy were standing up from their seats while clutching their stomachs. I think I was a little too greedy. Where's the washroom? Me too. Not another one, a number 2. I need to cash out, meow. Where's the toilet? I found it. You're in for it now. I felt dirty just thinking about what Satoko probably did to their desserts. The problem was how to follow this up. I was intrigued, so I followed the Russian men to the washroom. The narrow hallway connecting to the restroom was crammed with about 10 men. But what is this? As I peered over to see what was happening, whoa, it seemed that the toilet was clogged and backflowing, unleashing a loud gurgling sound and a terrible stench. There was no way to use it in that state. Damn that Satoko, what a frightening display of power. No, this wasn't Satoko's doing. It was divine punishment. Yeah, they were just unlucky. I'll just apologetically ask one of the employees here to clean it up. I can't do my business like this. What do we do, meow, comrades? It was a brilliant combination of traps, but it would be better if there was one more push to the kicker. Seeing as it was Satoko, she wouldn't have overlooked that. Mew, that it's come to this. It's time for the last resort. Faced with moral dilemma, the man only had one other option: woman's restroom. Isn't using the girls' room going to get us in trouble? I'm pretty sure there's no female customers today. Why didn't I think of that before? Pamp, women's restrooms are the best. What a brazen bunch they are. The man's sweat now pouring from their brows made a mad rush to the girls' room without any hesitation. Me? Nah. There was a girl there. It was Rika-chan. The men stood there frozen in various complicated poses indicating their surprise. Rika-chan also seemed dumbfounded by the sudden turn of events, but the look on her face was strangely perfect. This was all part of the plan as well. You sly dog, Rika-chan. I should never underestimate you. This you see, mademoiselle? Me? The men's room is a bit dangerous at the moment, so we just want to borrow the toilet here, right? Meow meow. Me. But I guess it's not right after all, right, my comrades? Just by having a girl stand in the restroom, I never knew it could put up such an overwhelming barrier. There is no way anybody could be brave enough to lift Rika-chan out of the way and try to do their business. This was the most they could do after all. If it were a man in a full club mode, for example, someone like me, they would plow through Rika-chan without a second thought. Now, what are you going to do, you fat asses? The price for tormenting Shion still hasn't been paid. If you're in trouble, I can help you. That would be appreciated. How would you do that? You can use one of the toilets outside. I'll show you to them. That would be perfect. Please. At this rate, I'll end up becoming a group enema, hooray. Rika-chan, with a pleasant smile on her face, guided them with a casual stride in her step. In this race against time, her slow pace was sadistic torture. Mademoiselle, is this toilet far from here? We'll get there soon. Obeying Rika-chan's directions, they were about to leave the restaurant. Keiichi-kun, finish it. Give him hell. Yeah, leave it to me. I spread my arms out and blocked them as they tried to leave the restaurant. What is the meaning of this? We're at DEFCON 1 here. Listen up, you tubs of lard. You know what happens if you even set one foot outside this door, right? What is the meaning of this preposterous statement? Look, it's right here on the ticket. Not valid for re-entry, see? You're free to use any toilet you want, but the moment you step outside that door, you can't come back. Boom. You remember this. I don't want to guide anybody who says scary things like that. Everybody panicked as Rika-chan began to turn back. They could only figuratively and literally fall in line. All the waitresses also lined up to see them off. Thank you so very much for coming. We shall return. Clang, clang. The bell rang playfully as the door shut behind them. How pathetic. Too easy. We did it! Yay! Reina and Satoko clapped their hands together. Phew, I couldn't hold a candle to those guys by myself, but when we got the group together, we sent them packing like a herd of cattle. With opponents this week, any of us could take them on by ourselves. Keiichi-san, you need to up your game. I was loath to admit it, but Satoko was right. Damn it. One day I'll be strong enough to be worthy to stand alongside them. But really, I'm glad we were able to protect Mii-chan's little sister. Now there's none of those bad people who are pulling pranks left. You're blessed to have such a wonderful friend, Sonozaki-san. The veteran waitress was also smiling. After the herd was sent packing, it had calmed down completely inside the restaurant. Shion was flustered as she glanced between us and the now empty seats. You did that for me? I mean... Shion's expression was somewhere between happy and guilt-ridden. Her face had turned slightly red as she ran into the kitchen. Wow, Shi-chan is cute. They really are twins. How Given Shion's personality, there's no way she'd think us directly. We might have been a bit excessive in our means, but I'm really glad we were able to save her. I think you already know this, but Sonozaki-san is very grateful. As a representative of the 4 staff here, I also extend my gratitude. Clap, 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 clap. The applause quickly spread throughout the entire restaurant. Not only the other waitresses, but also the customers that were genuinely there to enjoy the desserts. Everybody was applauding our efforts. Okay guys, and I'm actually gonna finish this episode here. We'll finish up the restaurant and see what's in store next time in the next episode. But yeah, my mouth is getting jumbled. It's getting hard for me to keep recording. So I'm gonna take a break here, and I hope you guys enjoy the episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.